Excerpts from the larger Pure Land Sutra, Part 1, Sections 3 and 4, the Buddha's unusually majestic appearance, and the past Buddhas. At that time, all the senses of the world-honored one radiated joy. His entire body appeared serene and glorious, and his august countenance looked most majestic. Having perceived the Buddha's holy intention, the Venerable Ananda rose from his seat, bared his right shoulder, prostrated himself, and joining his palms in reverence, said to the Buddha, "World-honored one, today all your senses are radiant with joy. Your body is serene and glorious, and your august countenance is as majestic as a clear mirror whose brightness radiates outward and inward. The magnificence of your dignified appearance is unsurpassed and beyond measure. I have never seen you look so superb and majestic as today. With respect, great sage, this thought has occurred to me. Quote, today, the world-honored one dwells in the rare and marvelous Dharma. Today, the world hero dwells in the Buddha's abode. Today, the world eye concentrates on the performance of the leader's duty. Today, the world valiant one dwells in the supreme Bodhi. Today, the one most honored in heaven realizes the Tathagata's virtue. The Buddhas of the past, present, and future contemplate each other. How can this present Buddha not contemplate the other Buddhas?" Close quote. For what reason does his countenance look so majestic and brilliant? The Buddha said, "Well said, Ananda. I am very pleased with your question. You have shown profound wisdom and subtle insight in asking me this wise question out of compassion for sentient beings. As the Tathagata, I regard beings of the three worlds with boundless great compassion. The reason for my appearance in the world is to reveal teachings of the way and save multitudes of beings by endowing them with true benefits. Even in countless millions of kalpas, it is difficult to come upon and meet a Tathagata. It is as difficult as seeing an undambara flower, which blooms very rarely. Your question is of great benefit and will enlighten all heavenly and human beings. Ananda, you should realize that the Tathagata's perfectly enlightened wisdom is unfathomable, capable of leading innumerable beings to liberation, and that his penetrating insight cannot be obstructed. The Tathagata's meditation and wisdom are perfect and boundless, and he has attained unrestricted power over all dharmas. Ananda, listen carefully. I shall now expound the Dharma." Ananda replied, "Yes, I will. With joy in my heart, I wish to hear the Dharma." The Buddha said to Ananda, "In the distant past, innumerable, incalculable, and inconceivable kalpas ago, a Tathagata named Dharmākara appeared in the world. Having taught and freed innumerable beings and led them all along the way of enlightenment, he passed into nirvana. Next appeared a Tathagata named Far-Reaching Illumination. After him came Tathagatas named Right Recollection, Free of Defilement, Non-Attachment, Immovable Ground, Flower of Freedom, Glorious Light, Free of Dust and Defilement, Abandoning Enmity, Heroic Stance, Merit-Possessing Wisdom, Flower of Enlightenment, Dispelling the Darkness of Ignorance, Practice of Removing Hindrances, Pure Faith, Storehouse of Good, Wisdom of the Dharma, Roar of the Lion, and Dwelling in the World. All these Buddhas have already passed into nirvana."